We also want to honor the virtue of humility. And one of the ways we can do this is simply by admitting when we're wrong, admitting when we don't know, admitting when that's a good point and we'll have to think about it, admitting when we lack the data. I think I mentioned on the show before that I had a really good conversation with the person who sat next to me on my flight back when I came back to Colorado this last time. And there was a point in the conversation, which was perhaps the most tense point of our conversation, where he mentioned something about how all religions are the same. They all teach love and kindness. And I pointed out that there is actually just substantive differences in the teachings of different religions. And then, for instance, I quoted the Quran and how it's quite a violent religion. And I expressed the distinction between when you have examples in religions of declaratives of general declaratives versus specific declaratives. So a specific declarative might be when a particular person or people group is ordered to do a particular thing at a particular time and place, versus a general declarative would be all people who follow this faith are called to do this thing. And so I just pointed out that there's actually a substantive difference between the general declaratives of Christianity and the general declaratives of Islam. And to that, my interlocutor, and I'm just giving kudos to him here, had great humility. And he said, well, I don't know that. I think I will have to look into the Quran more and see what I find there. And I think that's a very humble and the correct approach. And I don't want to champion myself. I like championing other people. So I think that the more often that we can be humble and admit when we don't know something and ask questions, the better off we are going to be.